as you would expect, two-sided. So one, you have the Red Bull camp with Max in front, and yeah, like the short reaction he gave to DC straight after the race, he wanted to keep it very short. He was very, yeah, sometimes a little bit awkward in just not wanting to say anything at all. Maybe in earlier years he would have said everything he thought, and maybe had a lot of swear words in there. Then we had Christian Horner as well, in the print media session. Of course, he's going to defend his driver, but they printed out the screenshot of a situation in turn one where Max was ahead of Oscar Piastri. To be honest, it felt a little bit strange because it was just one shot. And yes, Max was in front of that shot, but was it really at the apex? I'm not sure. I think it was a very straight penalty. That was also what McLaren thought. Oscar and Andrea Stella were very clear on the fact that, yeah, they thought it was a slam dunk penalty, and yeah, the FIA and the stewards agreed with them.
How's McLaren thinking about the championship shift now? Norris is not the championship leader.
Yeah, it feels like a momentum shift as well. And if you speak to people on the paddock here, it is quite a tricky situation now for McLaren because, yes, they have two number one drivers and they're very happy to push them as two equals. But in terms of the financials, they're not equals. They both signed a new contract, but Lando is the main boy of the team. He's the one on the bigger contract. So he should be the one converting this car to wins and poles, and he is not delivering at the moment. That's the difference where Oscar Piastri is now performing very well, and Christian Horner spoke very highly of him. Max Verstappen spoke very highly of Oscar in the presser after the race as well. That's a quite tricky situation for McLaren, which they've seen themselves in before with Daniel Ricciardo, who came in on a lot of money for a number one spot, while Lando Norris, the young gun in the team back then, proved to be the better driver of the two.
Are there any cracks from the team about what they're thinking about the Lando and Piastri situation?
I think one line in Andrea Stella's print media session after the Grand Prix was interesting to me about the fight with Lewis Hamilton, where Lando was outdriven by Lewis Hamilton for 3 laps. It took him a little bit longer than you would expect with the car that he had, by being outsmarted in the last corner where the DRS activation was. And that shouldn't happen. That should be your homework as a driver coming into this race. Andrea Stella said that cost Lando a chance to fight with Charles Leclerc for P3 because the fighting with Lewis Hamilton, he lost too much time. And that cost him in the end the P3 and cost him again 3 points. And yeah, that added up with the qualifying errors. And of course, the errors we've seen in Bahrain. It all adds up now, and it will be very difficult for Lando. He's now a week to recover, but the momentum is certainly on the side of Oscar Piastri at the moment.